In this demonstration today, I'm going to show you how to take Word's table feature, which is very powerful. Not only can it organize data for you in the columns and rows and do basic math, you can also use the feature very creatively to create forms that users can type directly into. So this demonstration is going to match up with our tables and templates packet that you're currently working on. Your assignment is to reproduce this. Make this form for the Littlestown Area School District. It's a table. You can clearly see that, but there's actually more things going on here than what meets the eye. I've kind of tricked you in a couple areas with some advanced formatting. Really not that advanced, just thinking outside the box a little bit. There's actually two tables here, and to better show you this, I have a rough draft. Okay. Take a good look at this, because this is what you should start with. Have that many rows, the tables and the columns set up, and you can see this is a table, and then my signature line is a separate table. So this is actually what you start with. You can actually make this work. The first thing I want to do is show you a nice little trick how to create check boxes that you can actually check as you work on the document. So these aren't little boxes. These are special text checkbox boxes. So to do this, you need a special ribbon up here that most ribbons don't have by default. So if you point to one of these ribbons and right click, you want to choose Customize the Ribbon. And if you look at the main tabs, there's one ribbon not turned on, and that's the one we want, the Developer ribbon. So click that, press OK. And then you get this special developer ribbon. And what we want to look at is this area here. We can do a checkbox. So click in the first row where you want the checkbox to go, and then click the icon. Pretty simple. You see that I spaced these out here just using the space bar. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to go ahead and put in all my checkboxes. All right. Looks like I got a little bit too many spaces in here, so I'm just going to get rid of some of them and put things together. There we go. That looks nice. And I need to do it for my yes and no food stop. So I come down here and put them in the food stop. That's easy enough. Okay, so that takes care of the boxes. Now we need to do some formatting to get this much better looking and less confusing for the user. The first thing that I see here that I'd like to change is this is too straight. I mean, it's too regimental for me. So I'd like to offset the food location, food stop a little bit more to the left here. So you should be able to grab this handle, the side, and drag it, but wow, it moves everything. So that's not good. So we're going to have to do a little ingenuity here. I'm going to go ahead, and since these two rows go together, I'm going to highlight both, and I'm going to go to my layout, and I'm going to merge the cells. Okay. Now it looks like things really went haywire, but I'm going to use my draw tool now, my draw table. All right. And I'm actually going to draw a column here. And then I'm going to put my row back in here. All right, turn that off and take my food stop, put it back up here. Looks like I need to move this a little bit to the right, but now you can see it's since these aren't connected, I can move the top part and I can move this wherever I want. That works out pretty nice. Still need to make it a little wider. No big deal. There we go. And I'm going to bring this row up a little, and I'm definitely going to bring this row up. Oh, can't do that because I got a blank row in there, or a blank line. All right, I like to vertically center this in here, and all I got to do is come up here and actually, I guess I need to merge those together. Oh no, just get rid of that line. There we go. The way I did that is I went to my vertical alignment and centered and left aligned it. It originally probably was like this for you, but if you click on this, that centers it. Looks pretty nice. All right, again, let's keep going here. This stands out too much. These labels they just stand out too much, make the table look ugly, the form look ugly. So I'm going to highlight just the text, go to my home ribbon here and do a little bit of work. I'm going to make this a little bit lighter of a black, more of a gray. And instead of having an Arial and 12 point, which everything is here, I'm going to change it to 8. See how that makes it smaller? Looks nice. Now, instead of doing that for all these other labels, watch this trick. You can highlight the text that you want to copy the format, and you can use this format painter. You actually want to click on it twice. So double click, and look what happens. You get a paintbrush. So what I can do is I can paint the format onto any text that I want. Pretty neat, isn't it? Try to do this quickly for you. Food location. All right. And then when you're done with it, just click on Format Painter again, and it turns it off. So we're almost there. What we need to do is do a little trick here. We need to play some hide and seek. We need to hide some borders, not merge the cells, but hide the borders. That way we have distinct cells. The label's in this cell, the person types in this one. So I'm going to highlight the row, go back to my layout, and I'm sorry, it's the design tab, and I want to play with these borders. I want to turn off the bottom border. So all I got to do is click it, and it turns the bottom border off. Okay, pretty simple. So all I have to do is do this for each one. Turn off the bottom border. Highlight the rows, turn off the bottom border. And do it right here for this one. The other way to do it is you can actually click here and do it this way too. This is maybe a little bit faster if that pops up for you. Either way, you're turning off the bottom border. Looks pretty good now, doesn't it? Ooh, we didn't lose this one. I bet it's because it's the bottom border in here. Maybe it's the top border, I mean. Yeah, that did it. Sometimes if the bottom border doesn't turn off, try to go to the cell below it and turn off the top border. That'll work. Hey, we're almost done. Last thing we need to do is come down to this table, and we're going to turn off all the borders. So no borders. And all we're going to do is turn on the bottom border for this row and the bottom border for this cell. And there you have it. Simply with turning on and off borders, doing some merging, a little bit of creative work, and you can have a form that anybody would be proud of. So good luck. Recreate this form.